aboard Quantum of the Seas, day number 5 for us on board. It's an early morning this morning. It's about 6:20, and I'm up so early this morning because we find ourselves going through the Endicott Arm passage and hopefully getting to stop and see Dawes Glacier. Now, we have an excellent view from our room, but it rained a little bit this morning, so the window was kind of wet and like it was hard to see, especially with the camera zooming in and stuff like that. I wanted to come up on deck and get some views and stuff like that. Matt's still kind of sleepy, that's why he's not here with me right now. He's still waking up and everything, so I'm gonna get a view from up on deck. He'll get a view from inside the room, and we'll show it all to you and see what the experience is like. It's an early morning, but I think it'll be worth it. So let's get it started. Day number 5 on board Quantum begins right now. The solarium is hopping this morning. A lot of people are getting breakfast at Solarium Bistro, and of course it's closed in, so it's warm, but they have some open windows and stuff, so it's good for viewing. Makes sense why it's busy. Whoa, I came up on the pool deck because the solarium was so busy. Look at that! Whoa, this is awesome. There's little specks of ice everywhere, but look at that one! Look how blue it is! That's crazy how blue it is! Look, there's one right there! It's like the whole iceberg mentality. You can see a little bit, but who knows how much is underneath. Even if you do have like an ocean view room and you can see the water, as I mentioned, like the water on the glass kind of inhibits your view a little bit. But even if it doesn't, if it's like a nice sunny day, I still recommend coming up on deck like a little bit, because like you're in it. You are in it. The ice is right there. I don't know. It's a vibe and it's really cool. Also, just for note, this is the coldest I've been this Alaska cruise. I don't know what the temperature is, but I mean there's ice in the water, so obviously it's pretty cold. So definitely layer up, bundle up, hood up, do all those get warm things. I haven't seen any wildlife yet. I mean, not that this view and stuff isn't enough, but I haven't spotted anything yet. I really don't know how to fully describe this or put it into words, but this is just absolutely incredible. The ice in the water, the mountains surrounding, the glaciers up top. It's really something to experience. I feel like you don't know until you do it. There's a calm and a peace to it and a beauty to it that I've never experienced before. It's amazing. There we go, we're about to round the corner. And I believe if we do, that means we're gonna make it all the way to Dawes Glacier. Because apparently that doesn't happen all the time based on visibility, weather, all that jazz. So if we make it all the way there, that'd be pretty cool. Surprise, surprise, no one's swimming while looking at glaciers. Oh, that would be really cool, man. Okay, confirmation from a crew member. We are going all the ways to Dawes. Yes! Apparently last sailing they didn't get to because of weather and visibility and stuff. But we get to go! Whoa, and as we get closer and closer, there's just more and more ice in the water. There it is. I'm starting to see some blue down there. Okay, it looks like we're starting to turn the ship a bit. So this might be as close as we get. I think this is our little spin around point. And then if you wanted to go like further in, they do have an excursion where you can take a smaller vessel to get closer to the glacier. But on the big ship, this is our closest point. But hey, you can see it really well. I can see that blue color. And we made it to Dawes Glacier, baby. We're super lucky. And when I say the ship is starting to spin, what I mean by that is Royal will get as close as they can, rotate the ship around so that like everyone on the ship can see it, no matter what your position is, and then we'll head back out. So that's really cool. I think Norwegian does that too, but I know for sure Royal does because we're doing it right now.
Where are you guys from? Oh yeah, so you're definitely into it.
We're like the
The good thing is too is that we're moving really slowly, so you definitely like have a minute to get your pictures and people to take turns to take their pictures and stuff like that, which is really good because this is obviously the focal point. This is crazy. Look how close you get when you turn. I definitely see why you can't come through here with low visibility. That is tight.
Thank you.
Also, we've been so focused on the glacier. Like, look at the color of this water. It's interesting. It's like a bluish teal, little bit of green. It's really pretty, but like really different than we normally see. Okay, the ship didn't do like a full 360 turn, but like it did turn so everyone could see. So let me try to explain this. So if we're gonna pretend my hand is the ship, my fingers are forward, my palm is aft. So we came in to the glacier, turned to where port side probably had the closest, best view of the glacier, turn to where now forward is back and the aft is close to the glacier. And then we kept turning, so then the forward is still away from the glacier, but turned so starboard side had a better view. But now the forward is turning back this way, so then it can go out and back this way. Does that make sense? So I would say port side probably had the best, closest view of the glacier. So I'd maybe prioritize that, at least for this sailing. Who knows what's gonna happen on other sailings. Oh, our last little view of Dawes. Bye, Dawes. You were lovely. I'm so grateful we got to see you today. Look who I found and brought me a hot chocolate treat. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Yay to going to Dawes. How is the view from the room?
It's good. Seriously, if you have the opportunity, I think that might be the kind of best setup you can get other than a suite.
Sure.
Because the suites on the ship, the big ones, are obviously awesome and they're right on the aft, which could be really nice. But if you're talking about a standard balcony, standard ocean view, interior, whatever, for Alaska, I think that the forward-facing ocean view might be the best thing you can get. You can see so much. You're climate controlled.
Yeah.
Of course, you have the option to come out on deck. But for the comfort of your own room, I don't know that you can beat that.
Ooh, that is a really nice blue on that one. Wow, that's Heisenberg right there. Guess I got what I deserve. Hey, this one's shaped like a cruise ship. Got an old classic liner, like a Disney cruise ship with the two stacks. The forward part sticking out more than the back.
Okay, so Matt just made a very good point, as he's known to do. It's almost 8 o'clock right now. I would say we got to Dawes at about, I would say between 7:30 and 7:45.
If you happen to, either look out your room or get up here on deck, at least at the glacier, then you really won't miss anything because it's a one-way. So if you weren't awake or you were doing something while you were sailing in and you're like, oh no, I missed it, fret not, because it's one way, right? So once you're at the glacier, you just turn around and you sail back through where you just came from.
Yeah.
So then you get to see all of this. Now, I mean, if there was an animal or something, that's just luck of the draw. But as far as the surroundings, and actually, it's a little bit nicer now because earlier it was still pretty dark. We've got a little bit more sunlight coming through.
It is
now.
brighter.
It's not as cold as it was. It's not raining, so it actually can play to your advantage. So as long as you see the glacier, that's kind of like the end point. And then you'll have your option coming in, going out, or both. You're good to go.
So if you don't want to get up at like 6 o'clock, but you're okay getting up at like maybe around 7 o'clock, ready to like see the glacier at like 7:30, you'll be good.
And they don't make announcements, so don't count on that.
Yeah,
it's too early.
Too early.
So you'll just have to get up and look. Boy, if you could do the North Star through this.
Womp, womp, womp.
would have been nice though.
Maybe next time. After years and years of hunting, expeditions after expeditions, we finally found Sasquatch.
Could you step back a bit, Mr. Foot? You're out of focus.
He's not really too shy. Here he's taking pictures and everything. You'd think someone who spent their whole life like avoiding the limelight wouldn't be in a t-shirt on an Alaska cruise, just hanging out.
Just don't take his beef jerky.
Wow, that was really cool and an eventful morning. So you're probably thinking, this is probably when they're gonna say, okay, see you next time, happy travels. But you're wrong, because there's more to see today. We're also stopping today in Juneau, Alaska.
All right, 12:36, and we are pulling up to our dock. So by the time we're actually docked, probably around 12:45, and by the time they clear us, closer to 1 o'clock. So, we mentioned in yesterday's video that we've had quite a few changes on this cruise, including here in Juneau. The change was that we were actually going to be doing both of these excursions today. We're going to do Alaska Sled Dogs and Mushers Camp, and then in the evening, go to the Gold Creek Salmon Bake. But they changed our Musher Camp time to now where these coincide. So we can't do both. So, Chelsy and I are going to do Alaska Sled Dog and Mushers Camp, and my parents are still going to go to the Gold Creek Salmon Bake.
We're getting off the ship. And what day is it?
Ooh, yeah.
Now for our excursion, it says that we meet on the pier. Now I thought it was going to mean like right here, like on the pier, like ship pier, that situation. But a crew member told us that actually we come up and out here, and this area is where they're going to have the meetup points for the excursions. Well that was easy to figure it out. Very well labeled. So we just go this way. So ship, excursions. This might be the coolest totem pole we've seen thus far. The eagle and everything on top's cool. But look, at the bottom, it's either a shark or a whale or something, and it has the dorsal fin right there. This is such a cute little town. Look at the flowers everywhere. And like they have like a bunch of shops and places to eat and bars and stuff, and there's a lot of stuff back over this way too. So this is definitely a place you could like piddle about on your own if you didn't want to do an excursion. There's a lot here. I told you I'd try to keep you in the loop with weather this trip, and this has definitely been the chilliest day so far. It's 53 right now. It was definitely way closer to 47 this morning, but I think it was actually colder than that in the actual like Endicott Arm. Following the leader, the leader, the leader. Our group is all together now. We're going to the van, bus. Hey, here we go. They said it's about a 30-minute drive to the Mushers camp.
In places like metal detectors and security guard sort of stuff. I'm not sure if it means anything different. It's just a common name they assign to a lot of things. Really mild here, so like their average wintertime temperature is about 29 degrees. Not necessarily poisonous. Along with a lot of other berries you might see around here. There's some really...
Oh my gosh, we're here, we're here, we're here, we're here, we're here. Look, that's our doggy team. That's our doggy team. Look how cute they are. Oh my gosh, I love it. Look at how precious they are. So basically what we're gonna do is we're going to get on like our sled, which looks like this. See, it's kind of like, it's not like a sled. It's not like Santa's sled or anything, but
It has wheels.
It has wheels and like kind of seats. So it's very doable, but we're gonna do that first because like the dogs are like ready to go and get their run on. So we're gonna like ride, and then after our ride, then we get to like meet the dogs, and then we're gonna meet the puppies, and we're gonna do other stuff like that. I am so excited. I'm living my Iditarod dreams.
She loves dogs.
I love dogs so much. Okay, this isn't our team, but I know our team's going to be just as cute and lovely and beautiful, so I'm not upset. Hi, babies! I know you're ready to go for a run, aren't you? You're so excited. Look how precious you are. I know. Oh, sweeties. Oh,
you look like my little bandit boy. And here's a look more at the vehicle. So they do have a step here for you to get on the vehicle with, and it holds 6 people. And I did hear them say if you have more than 6 people, you're gonna have to split up. But one group had 8, and they gave them the option to either do 6 and 2 or 4 and 4. So that's nice that they give you options for splitting up.
Remember yesterday when we said avoiding white shoes or things, white pants? It is very muddy out here, so you want to be dressed to be dirty. Gotta buckle up for safety. Ooh, I really like our lead dog. Look at him up there. He's ready to go. Oh, that one's really ready to go. All right, there goes the one in front of us. We're up next.
Ready?
Let's do it. Here we go. Now they're happy. Here we go. Whoa. Slide in the seat.
They could take our picture and take some pictures of the doggies, but now the doggies are ready to go again.
Ready? Alright.
Part 2. The first part of the ride was about 4 minutes.
Alright. Up. Alright. Junior. We got Thor and Squitney here. They're both really sweet. Thor here, he's in green. Squitney's in the black harness. Both of them like their attention. Coming from the front and the side works the best. That way you can pet both of them without getting tripped up by him here today.
Hi, sweet baby. Hi. Oh, you're a sweetie. You did such a good job. You did such a good job. You did a good job too, baby. Good job.
She really loves cleaning up this guy. This
Yeah,
is
the
the smallest
social
male
one.
dog
That's
I've
what
ever
we were
run.
told.
He's a tiny
Yeah,
guy
you
here.
like everybody.
She is a pretty girl.
Yes.
I picked her out when she was
Look
10
at
days
your
old. That
beautiful
little mark
fur
on her head
collar.
used to be a
Oh,
perfect
you
heart.
like that.
I was like,
Come in closer for the ear scratches. You love the ear scratches, don't you?
I already got you.
You too.
Little Sue's a sweetheart.
Get
She
you a
loves all the
pass.
attention.
Is that right?
Feel free to love on both those guys.
You look like a coyote. Yes, you do. I like it. You're like a wolf and you're like a coyote. Hey, someone's making noise back there. They're getting jealous. Like this.
Are you getting jealous?
She started to finish this year's I did her on and leave for me. Brown one there. Joker.
Ow.
They're doing a really good job of letting us know like which dogs are friendly and which ones are more shy. So which ones are okay to pet, how to pet them and stuff, and which ones like to give kisses and stuff like that. They're doing really good at giving that info. This is Mickey. I don't want to play favorites, but I think she's my favorite. She's so sweetie. Look at those sweet ears. We have to go, Mickey. You did a good job. Bye, sweet girl. Bye, Pops. You did such a good job. So you might have saw from the video, they gave this little plastic wrap to the people who sat in the front to use as like a mud flap because mud does fly up as the dogs are running, which makes sense. So just keep that in mind. If you're sitting in the front, you might get some mud on you. I felt some hit me too, even in the second row, but if you don't want to get dirty, you probably shouldn't come on this excursion anyways, because dogs are dirty, mud's dirty, you know, it's just how it goes. But the love from the doggies is way worth it in my opinion. I would roll in this mud right now if that was the price I had to pay to do that excursion.
And this is not actually the home of the dogs. They're from about an hour north of Anchorage, where they do all their winter stuff. That's their biggest thing. These dogs actually do run the Iditarod and do other snow races.
Which is so cool. I remember when I was like in 5th grade, I read a book about the Iditarod and I like became in love with that idea. So that's cool that I got to get pulled in a sled by an Iditarod dog today.
Ooh, wow. As we make our way across this boardwalk area to learn about the winter gear and other stuff, look at the beautiful river down there. Gorgeous, right through the rainforest. It was very difficult to hear what we were just instructed because the dogs are so loud, but we have 10 to 15 minutes to kind of explore the winter gear area. They got a map of the Iditarod up here, which is pretty cool. And we can also watch them unhitch the team that they're about to do over there. It takes only like 30 seconds to get the whole team unhitched. Or we can go across the suspension bridge. And of course, something we're always a big fan of is taking care of animals and not just exploiting them and using them for profit. And that's definitely the case here. They know these teams inside and out. They know all their names. They know their behaviors, and they take really good care of them. In fact, they told us only about half of the dogs here at the camp go out on a run at a time. So about half of the team will do it in the morning. The other half will do it in the afternoon, because anything over 40 or 50 degrees is pretty warm for them. And she said that they could do it. All the dogs would be perfectly capable of doing the whole day's run, but they don't want to overdo them. They want to give them a break, let them rest, and treat them upright, which we are big fans of.
People on it and the musher on the back. And if that sounds like it's too much for them, we have our foot on the brake the entire time. And we actually are standing on the brake the entire time. We don't let them go as fast and hard as they could, because then we could be flipping carts out here.
And now, the moment Chelsea's been waiting for. Puppy time.
I will say though, I really enjoyed like the information.
Yeah,
that presentation.
it's really cool stuff.
That was information I enjoyed getting. Like Iditarod stuff and training, and like that was really cool. But now we get to meet puppies.
Now we're gonna go meet puppies and mom. Puppies on break, but not anymore. Oh, that must be mom.
You want that double process?
Yeah.
They said you can pet mom if you can reach over, but don't stick your fingers in, because then she tries to bite them. Not aggressively, but just for fun.
Look at the birds.
I love you, mommy. Hello. Look at you, precious.
Okay.
Then I'll kiss her.
So like I said, just 2 hands, keep nice and close to you.
You're up first.
With the small, I know my hands are so close.
Oh my goodness.
With the small,
Little power.
you want to have them sit down. And
You're a feisty little one.
Oh my
You'll
goodness.
soon learn some respect.
You are precious. You can bite anything you want. You can bite my jacket. You can bite my ear. I don't care. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. You're so sweet. I love you.
So soft.
I know.
Soft
You're
and
such a
fluffy
little
puppy.
sweet. Okay, what's mom's name?
Pine needles, but they call her needles for short.
Oh, you're so cute.
Reach over the top of it. That's good.
You're doing such a good job, Mama. You're keeping an eye. You're doing a good job.
This one got a little rambunctious and decided just to climb on top of the 2 that were sleeping in there. So we have a literal dog pile right now.
here we go.
You're holding the biggest pup of the group.
I am. She's like, I don't mind babies.
Hello. Say hello.
You're so sweet.
Had enough.
Bye-bye.
Billy. They're young, but they know it's food time, and they are excited about it. I did ask, and they said that these pups are 7 weeks old, and that they don't start training until they're about 6 months old.
And under the pavilion next to the puppy pen, they do have some hand washing stations here with nice warm water, wipes, different things like that. And then they do have some hot chocolate over here you can have dispensed out. Grab yourself a drink there. And something really cool they told us is that the company that runs this tour and has all this space here, they don't actually own any of the dogs. The mushers that run these different races bring their dogs in for the off season, and then they do the event here, do the tour with the tour company. So it's really great stuff.
Bye, little pups.
All right, 6:18 right now. We met for our tour at 4:15 back at the pier. We had about a 30-minute drive out here to kind of just give you an idea of how long we were in the area. And now we're heading back. All right, well. All right, back in town, back at our cruise ship. As we mentioned earlier, the original plan, we would now be done with the dogs and be heading to a salmon bake, but that's not happening. But that's okay because we had so much fun with the dogs. So,
oh my gosh, I would do that excursion a million times over again. I mean, it was definitely up my alley and stuff, but like, I think that excursion would be great for a lot of different people. Like, great for kids. You know, if you can handle a step up into the sled, like, you're good to do it. It was amazing. The people who worked there were very good. It was just a great excursion. I know we weren't sure about the one the other day. This one I'm sure about. I recommend this excursion. Do it. If you're a dog person, you will absolutely love it.
But with all that said, that is going to do it for us for today. Tomorrow we're back on board Quantum of the Seas. It's a day at sea, and then we end on our last day of the cruise, where our last stop is in Victoria, which is actually Canada. So we're done with Alaska.
Oh my gosh, we are done with Alaska.
Other than sailing out, which is always fun because you can look for stuff. But
oh, bye Alaska. I loved Alaska.
Oh, it was amazing.
I loved all the ports. It was great. I see why Alaska cruises get the hype.
They should.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again for joining us for today's video. As always, I'll remind you real quick, we're travel agents. Our services are completely free. If you want to book your own Royal Caribbean cruise, feel free to reach out and check out the rest of the Quantum of the Seas /Alaska/Seattle, I don't know what it's going to be called, playlist, where you can see all of our daily videos, the full ship tour, room tour, all that fun stuff. But until tomorrow, we are signing off for tonight. We'll see you back then.
Happy travels.
Mush, 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 mush.